Sorry, I lost the video there for a minute. So this is part 2. So we said that we split them into, each one separately. So I'm going to write 7 raised to the power of, this is the power for all of them. That is going to affect this one, and this one. Okay. So 7 to the power of -2. And then we have the x to the power of -2. And then the y, I'm going to use a parenthesis here because the y is elevated to the power of -2. And again, raised to the power of -2. So remember yesterday's rules, the negative exponents. What do we do? You have 7 to the power of -2, x to the power of -2, and over here with the y, power to a power. What do we do with these two? We multiply them. I'm going to put the little dot right there. So it's y to the power of -2 times -2 gives you +4. So what did we say happens with the negative exponents? We don't want them negative. So what do? We send them to the bottom right here. If they're going to be sent to the bottom, then you have a quotient right now. You have a division sign right here. The only one that is positive is this one. So this one is the only one that stays on the top. But these two have negative exponents. So we're going to send them to the bottom. So 7 to the bottom, to the power of 2. Now it's positive. This one is also going to be sent down. So it's x to the power of 2. Since we have a number right here, a coefficient that has been sent as a denominator, we can just simplify this. 7 squared is 49, and this one stays like that. So this is our answer. And we applied what we also learned yesterday about negative exponents. Let's do this one. Okay. Let me split them like this. Right? So we have 6 to the power of -2. Remember, this is going to be affecting each one of these. Okay, so 6 to the power of -2, and then I'm going to put this one on a parentheses because you have power of -6, but then again elevated to the power of -2 times this one also has power to a power, so y elevated to the power of -7, and then again raised to the power of -2. This one, z to the power of 0. What did we say about the 0 exponent? Anything elevated to the power of 0 is a 1. So this is a 1. So times 1. It really doesn't matter what power you have right here. Z to the power of 0. Since you have 0 times -2, 0 times -2 gives you 0. So it's still z to the power of 0. All right. So now let's simplify this one. Let's still leave it like that. X, -6 times -2 gives you +12. And then the y, -7 times, remember these two are going to be multiplied. Multiplied. I'm just going to put the dot of multiplication. Or you can just add the word, multiply these two. Okay. All right, -7 times -2 gives you +14. The 1 right here is multiplying everything here, so it's a 1. All right, what happens with this one? This one is a negative, so we don't want it negative. What do we do with it? We send it to the bottom as a denominator. So 6 to the power of 2. Now the exponent becomes a positive. These two that have positives exponents stay on the top. And this is our answer. We can further simplify by writing this. Y to the 14 6 squared is 36, and this is our answer. Okay. All right, next, power of a quotient. If you have a quotient and it's elevated to a power, you just split the quotient and separate them. So this one, 3 over 5, everything elevated to the power of 2 is the same as splitting it like this. 3 to the power of 2 divided by 5 to the power of 2. And that's it. We cannot simplify because these two numbers are different. All right. Over here, we're going to split this. And the 2 is going to be split between this one and this one. So you have 2a to the power of 5 to the power of 2. And in the bottom, you have b to the power of 7 to the power of 2. What did we say happened over here? If you have a product, you split them. So you have 2 to the power of 2 times a to the power of 5, add all of it to the power of 2. We can simplify this one. What did we say? Power to a power, you multiply the powers. So 7 times 2, 14. 2 squared gives you 4. Power to a power, multiply the powers. 5 times 2, 10. And b to the 14. And that's your answer. Okay, let's do this one. Again, I'm going to split them first. 3 a to the negative 4, elevate to the power of 3. Sorry. In the bottom, we have b to the power of 7, elevated to the power of 3. So notice the 3, the power of 3, is now a split between these two. Okay, so you have it here and here. And then you go by the product, power of a product. So split them. 3 to the power of 3, a to the negative 4, elevated to the power of 3, and in the bottom we have b to the power of 7, elevated to the power of 3. So what do we do with these two? We multiply. 7 times 3, 21. And we continue over here. What is 3 to the power of 3? It's like having, I'm going to write it over here. 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 3, 27. So this gives me 27. And then on the A, negative 4 times 3 gives you negative 12. Everything divided by b to the 21. But we have a negative exponent right here. We don't want negative exponents. What do we do with this whole thing? We send it to the bottom, to the denominator. So you're going to have 27. This one stays on the top. And we send this one to the bottom, a to the negative 12. Sorry, positive 12. Now it becomes a positive. B21. So I'm just going to rewrite it. 27, a to the 21. Oh my God, my bad. 27, a to the 12, b to the 21. And this is your final answer. Okay. The video is becoming too long. I'm gonna stop here. I'm not going to do this one. You can do it on your own and just try, okay? But for now, I need to see the work on all of these, okay? All right, bye.